Hello, everyone, and welcome to SEGATHON. Actually, you've already been here. If you're already watching, you've already been watching. Wait, that's redundant. Whatever. It's early. I've only had 2 cups of coffee. Good time zone. My name's LadyErianna. For my third run of this event, and my last actual run of the event. Not the last time you're going to hear me, though, because, things. Um, Welcome to the Phantasy Star block. We're going to start off by my favorite of the Phantasy Star games. Phantasy Star 1, originally on the Master System. But we're playing the Switch version because, well, you're going to see a lot of reasons why we're playing the Switch version and why I never want to touch the Master System version again, even though it is hanging on my back wall over there. Well, whatever. Anyways, I'm going to give a countdown from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's start. All right, so this is the main reason we run Phantasy Star on the Switch. It's a bit zoomier. And by zoomier, I mean we go lots faster than we do in the Master System. Because let's face it, the Master System did not have blast processing. But this game never came out in the Genesis, as far as I know anyway, at least on our side. So we're actually holding down a fast forward button that's exclusive to the Switch. Another thing that we do get with the Switch version is a decreased encounter rate, as well as increased rewards. So this will mean that what is essentially a 4 to 5 to 6 hour run normally, I'm going to go under an hour now. Yep, this is fine. So the first thing we actually need to do is go out and just fight a few bugs with our little bug swatter, which is also known as the short sword. We need to get 75 Meseta. Normally, we'd actually prefer scorpions. Oh, control, please. But we need to upgrade our sword, like, ASAP, because the short sword is god-awful. And also, excuse me, I am a little bit rusty. I spent time practicing my other 2 runs, and I did take a lot of time on this game. So now we need about 200 and... about 280, I believe. As far as our Meseta count goes, that is not where I want to be. That actually could have been very dangerous. I just need to remember all my counts. So now that we got an Iron Sword, we can actually go ahead and kill some Scorpions a little bit easier. Scorpions and Dead Trees are essentially the best fights we want to take, because they give the most rewards as far as money goes anyway. But the first thing we actually need to do is we need to get enough money to buy the secrets. Actually, I think we need like 320 now that I remember. This could be a little dicey. This is actually very dicey. I'm gonna retreat. Yeah, that could have been a game over. The rust. Let's try this again. Yeah, unfortunately, Alice wasn't doing what she needs to. Also, this is something I learned recently, but Alice is wearing a lot of Pride colors right now, and this is why I've always loved Phantasy Star 1, because Alice is such a kick-ass character, but 2, especially recently, I look at her sprite and it's like, that is some trans Pride colors right there. We're gonna get 1 flash, 1 transer, and we're gonna go ahead and get some secrets, except he doesn't want to sell us secrets because they're secrets. And, 3 times eventually he will, though. So we're going to go ahead and walk back. And we got more zoomies. Alright, I'm going to go heal 1 more time. And we're going to go talk to this guy. This is what we call our pot dealer. Mostly because he's going to give us what's called a Laconia pot. It's not actual pot, it's more Tupperware than anything. Nope, never done anything illegal. Including just have pot handed to us. So we pay for our passport and we're on our way to Matavia. 3rd time is a charm, exactly. So what are we doing in Matavia? Well, we're going to trade the pot that we just got for this cat. And if anyone says that a little bit of pot is not worth a cat, has never actually owned a cat. So now we have probably one of the other best characters in the game. Every character is good in this game except Odin, but Odin's also our primary damage dealer. So Okay, it's a good fight. So, Meow is a cat. And did I actually buy a flash? I did. Okay. And he was off adventuring with Odin, and Odin got turned to stone in this cave. Meow does have the antidote for it, which is this, but he doesn't have a way to open the jar. So that's basically what we're here for. So we have Odin now. Not my favorite character in the game, mostly because he just doesn't do much other than attack, but when he does attack, it's actually a lot. Alright, after I get out of here, I am going to be making a safety save because the next couple walks can be a little dicey. Let's go ahead and save here. I'm also using a turbo controller because bump mashing, we don't like that here. Talk to this guy, he tells us about the dungeon key. And so we need to grind a little bit more money at this point. I'm going to say probably... Ooh, that is quite a swarm of flies we got there. And for some reason the cat didn't take one out. Yeah, this speed run, at least for any percent there attack, is a very... If you're playing the Switch version, the Master System version, you're still talking hours. The world record right now is a little over 4 hours, and I don't know how Ziggy's done it, but I probably should have actually watched that run at some point. But it's very much a slog to get through, and the thing is, once you play the Switch version, you don't really want to play any other version. We're going to take one more fight. Play a little bit safe and kind of over-leveling and getting more money than I need. That should be enough. Let's go ahead and get our free heal. And we're going to go ahead and buy 2 flashes and 2 transers. And don't let it fool you. Getting a transer does not make you trans. It could help, though, because I have played this game a lot. Also, happy Pride, everyone. I am wearing my proud trans rights Pride jersey. And you know what? I forgot to get the friggin' dungeon key. I do this every time. Oh my god, please let me go. Oh, I forgot to get the dungeon key. Oh well. You know what that means. It's just more content. It's more airy, and we all love more airy, so... And if you don't, I'm sorry. Not really. You're getting more of me regardless, because you gotta get more of me during the Phantasy Star 4 run coming up too, because I'm gonna be on the couch. And I'm gonna be trolling Commodore Canada 64. Which we absolutely all love. Yeah, watch. The party that he's gonna get is gonna have Demi in it. It should anyway. I should have just rolled a seed for him. I don't really want to fight swarms. Wow, this encounter rate. Hey, we got the dungeon key at the very least, anyway. Oh, I really should not be walking here. Please let me run. Please let me run. That was scary, not gonna lie. I really should be making... Are you kidding me? That's 3 fishmen I've gotten here. Oh my goodness. This game is just gonna be mean to me, isn't it? Alright, we're already off to a wonderful start because Marathon Lock. Yeah, this will be fine. This is absolutely fine. I keep forgetting that Alice does have the buy ability, which I probably should be utilizing, but I kind of want to use it in here. Also, if you ever need a cake for any reason, just find yourself a dungeon and get in there. So that person there is selling us a short cake. He claims it's for 1,000 gold, or excuse me, 1,000 meseta. I forgot. Let's run. This is also a little dicey. Let's buy out of here. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, he wants 1,000 for it. We're going to tell him, yeah, we'll give you 1,000 for it, and only hand him like 240-ish, 248. I honestly don't remember the exact number. I just know it's not the 1,000 that he wanted. Alright, we're fine. We're clear. Let's go. You're gonna cry if you get dual droids. I hope you get dual droids, just because. Just soak up those, Just soak up those profound distortion tears. Let's go. Alright, so the whole purpose of getting Dungeon Cake is so that we can bribe a guard to see the governor. The governor of Passio is going to give us some instructions on how to defeat the evil King Lassic, who, if anyone's ever played this game, that is basically our whole objective. Alice's brother was killed by Lassic, and Alice swears revenge, and we're just going to run from this fight. Don't tie me up, please. If I want to be tied, no, I'm not finishing that line. All right, so we have instructions on what we need to do next. The governor tells us to find an Esper named Noah, which is where we're going to go now. Gonna take a save right out here because this walk is pretty dicey as well. Right. Unfast forward for a moment. Okay, I'll take this fight. This is a bit of money. I am going to need a little bit of money coming up, especially with the new changes to the route that Ziggy came up with. No, we're running. We are running. Say we're running, thank you. Yeah, this little stretch here, we're very much under-leveled for this section of the game, and these are very scary enemies to run into. Alright, so we're in this cave, which is actually a little less frightening than the walk. And this is where we're going to find our dear friend Noah, who is going to be a big help to the party. But first here, we need to just have the rug pulled out from it. I should be taking this fight. But it's a single one, so... Hi! Kitty, I probably should heal you. I don't want Kitty dying. There we go. It just shows how rusty I am at this game. If only I actually had time to practice a little bit. That's okay. And the thing is that this was actually on the backup for RPG Limit Break, and this is about as good as the run would have been if I had actually had a chance to run it. So one of the other benefits of playing on the Switch version is you can kind of see on the right side two new things. One is you can actually keep track of the stats of your party a lot easier, and two, you can actually keep track of where the heck you are. Because, let's admit it, first-person dungeons, while they are cool, they very much can get complicated unless you actually have a way of mapping it. And, you know, grid paper wasn't exactly something I could get very easily back in the day. No, we're talking to you. The Jawas. Yep, we're gonna go ahead and fight. It's a single one. There we go. Gonna try to get as much money as possible. I would like, I think, 2,600? Question mark. Secret door right here, which you can actually see on the map. So that's at least another good thing about this version, is that you can actually find all the secrets. And there were some secrets that I didn't even know existed until I played this version. Like, there's actually a door in Medusa's tower. Running. A door in Medusa's tower that leads you to, like, 100 Meseta. It's not a lot, but it's there. And never knew it, that it was there. Alright, we just need to get out of here. I kind of wish we would have taken another fight or two, but it's fine. Use another transer. Alright, 2,600 I think will be enough? Question mark? Airy, that's not where you want to go. So, we're going to go here, we're going to do a little bit of werebat grinding. Okay, yeah, we are better on money than I thought we were. So we're going to go ahead and equip the two ceramic swords, one on Alice and one on Odin. We're going to save. And we're going to do a little bit of grinding. And the place where we do the grinding is down here, and we hope for werebats. Like this. Yes, Dumpster, according to the seed that was rolled last night for Commodore Canada, the Graves did say that it was your fault. Alright, more werebats. We don't want to say wing eyes. 1, 2, 3, and fire. So we're going to try and also burn up as much fire as we can with Noah. The one thing we don't want to see is the Werebat bursting with strength. I'm actually going to go ahead and heal Meow, Fire. That was... How? They really spread the damage out. Is this a side effects to come with this game? Alright, I'm a little low on magic. I do want to restock Noah's magic, so let's go back, do a really quick heal. So I need 1,216. I still need a little bit. Actually, I need to think... I actually don't know how much I need. I think like 20... I think 32, I think, is the number I'm trying to reach. Magic and fire. So having a 4 Werebat fight is the max that we can actually get. And that is what we are aiming for. We're also aiming to try and get Noah up to a level where he learns Exit. Because it will just make getting out of one particular dungeon a little bit easier. Alright, then we just fight this one out. Dumpster, we need to get you back into the game. That's the thing. You need to come back and play some more Profound Distortion. A matter of fact, I need to come back and play more Profound Distortion. I've just been making this stuff. I haven't actually been doing any of the rando runs. 1, 2, 3, and this could be a little bit dicey. Do you have fire yet? No, you don't. Okay, that's fine. Alright, so Noah's out of fire, so we're just gonna have to hold... And, hold my Turbo Bot and pray. Race versus Ziggy. You realize Ziggy's just gonna destroy me, right? No, we're gonna heal. This is like the longest Werebat fight ever, but that should be enough on the grinding. And I think Noah does not have Exit yet. Okay, so we're ahead, but we're behind at the same time. So it looks like unless I actually get another level, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, making sure we have enough transers in our lives. I do use an 8-bit, though, yes. I use, whatever this is. Flash, let's go. So I would love an extra lump. But it doesn't look like it's gonna happen. Noah's a little bit... Did I just say 60? I was just confused there. Did it say 65,000 to Noah's next level? Or... am I just having a bad day? I am having a bad day, evidently. So I've completely forgot to hit yes. Oh, I'm glad I have extra money. That was silly of me. But at least I'll get to see this for real now. Alright. Okay, that is concerning. I think it's a bug, but I think it basically means that next fight, Noah's gonna actually get a level, which I'm really surprised he didn't get that level in the last time. There we go. That's what I want. Ah, Airy. It's fine. We're fine. We're gonna talk to the doctor here. We're gonna free him from prison. Except when we go to talk to him, he doesn't want to leave. We just wanted to build us a spaceship. That's it. Excuse me. So, normally we'd like to have the exit spell here. We don't, though, so we gotta walk. Alright, I'm saving. Because, yeah, that's a little dicey right there. This should be fine. This might give Noah the level. There we go. Walk through the lava. I went one step too many. Also, at least the good thing at the extra grinding is that Meow does have levels. So, she actually can heal at this point. But we kind of want to save what we can. We don't want to get into any more fights because we're kind of just now going through some motions here. We want to take as few fights as possible. We don't want to go to any extra churches. Getting a really good walk there. I'll take the fight. Canadians are boy. Yeah, they are. as is proper. Alright, so we're here for one reason only. We're going to this food store, and we're getting an item called the polymaterial, which is supposed to be able to melt every metal except for Laconia. So, you have to wonder, why the heck is it sold at a food store? Magic Alice heal, meow. That's the last of hers. I'll probably need an extra heal before too long, but... so we're going to make the lava trek one more time, but again, we're going to save because it's a marathon. Safety first. As if you hadn't heard me say that enough yesterday during my Landstalker run. And what do? I just throw caution to the wind when I was playing Alf yesterday. No. Oh my god. Please let me run. Thank you. Take this one. We still do need quite a bit of money. Especially for the grind that we do need to set up. Magic. I don't know why I cast it on you. Odin was the one that needed it. Alright, let's go. So, we're taking this polymaterial that we got, and we're going to pour it onto this, this pile of garbage here. And hey, we got a robot. What's the robot for? Well, we're supposed to actually have a spaceship be built for us, which will allow us to travel to other planets, because guess what? Our passport's about to be revoked. That is some hard feels right now. So now we need to talk to the doctor. 1200 Besetta will give us a spaceship. Yes, more patience. More patience, I get it. So yeah, if you just talk to it 3 times, the spaceship will be ready, which is really odd, but, you know, we're not complaining. So the first place we want to go is a town called Uzo, which is on the planet Matavia, which is where we just were. Nope, that is not the one I wanted to go to. It's the left one in the next town I want to go to. I have not heard of the Soothing Flute. We also want to visit this church, so it'll reset our spawn point. And I'm going to take one more. I'm thinking I should heal, but... at least Meow and Noah. And why not Alice? Alright. So, at this point we are Oh, I like the fight, but I hate it too. Mostly because these guys are going to be a little tricky to fight right now. I don't want to take too many fights until I get the laser gun. The main reason being is that these fights will take a long time. A triple barbarian is a good fight. We're just going to talk to you, though. Triple barbarian is a really good fight. But we definitely need to get some more... we need to get some more damage output before we can start fighting a lot of these giant enemies. So there's a little bit of money there. Again, these hidden walls that you would never actually see in a normal playthrough of the Master System version. No, I yeeted Doran, you know that, Commodore. And again, trying to take as many encounters as we can that are easy enough to kill. It saves us from having to grind out longer later. That is a huge boon to our money situation. And we want to get off this floor because there are ghouls and they don't like us. I'll take this one. There's a handful that I will accept for fights, with using the weapons that we currently have. Any recommendations on Dark Falls? Pray. That is my suggestion for Falls, is pray. He very much is... What am I doing? He very much is RNG. Let's see, I got one more I got 2 more transers, that's good. And we're gonna go off to Dozoris now. Yeah. Prayer is basically your best bet for Dark Falls. Even when you have all the levels in the world, he still can just say no. And I'll explain the Dark Falls strategy later. One thing I came up with back in 2019 that wasn't used in Phantasy Star runs before, but I figured it out during practice for my Limit Break run in 2019. Pre-transition, I don't recommend anybody ever watching that run. Hang on one moment. We're gonna buy the laser gun and a wand. And we're gonna go ahead and equip said laser gun, and now we can fight anything we want, basically. Use our last transer. And I'm going to Gothic now. Yeah, Falls is very much an equalizer in this. The last three bosses in this game are very much RNG heavy. I'm gonna search here to get the flute. This will allow us to escape from any dungeon we want. Excuse me, thank you. Fast movement. I've been playing VII for the PC lately, and having the fast movement's been kind of tricky to work with that as well. I was afraid of that, but it should be fine. I do need to heal, though. So we're going back here one more time with the information we also got from Matavia to get the hovercraft. Meow, heal Noah, and let's heal Alice as well. So what we need to do is not run into shellfish, because that's very shellfish of us. The last thing we need to pick up before we actually can start our grind is... we need to go to this town here. We need to actually get Meow a weapon. And the weapon we're going to be getting him is the Silver Fang, which is his strongest weapon in the game. It's good early on, but it definitely falls off a bit later. Especially as Meow becomes more delegated towards healing. So now we're coming up to probably everyone's favorite portion of the game, and that's the Fishman grind. So we're just going to walk back and forth here for a little bit, just grinding Fishmen, and I'm going to try and catch up on chat, because I've been a horrible streamer and not been doing that. Get off stage. Oh, come on, Commodore. You know my jokes are profound. Yeah, PD3 doesn't matter, or it doesn't matter your level or gear. She will, she'll wreck you if she wants to. But yeah, Ziggy's got a good guide out there for any percent, and I don't know if he's got one for all dungeons. I will be taking a few extra levels before I go to Forgotten Tower, though. Yeah, we love Demi here, absolutely. But I will say, yeah, definitely any percent. All dungeons I feel like is a safer route, for the end game anyway. But not necessarily easier, which we are seeing all dungeons today. True 100% is an RNG fest. Thank you, Silver. We are Team Demi here. So I need to remember that I actually need to buy... I need to buy 4 more transers and 2 more flashes. I think. I also need to get a magic lamp, which I believe I get in Avian. Magic. Oh, Lolo. The Phantasy Star Sega... I quit. I'm done, everyone. Alright, I'm done. I'm kidding. I kinda have to be here, don't I? I'm just having the controller play for me at this point. I'm kinda grinding until Meow has 90 HP, which means that he will learn Is it wall? Wall, I believe. Also going to buy... I'm trying to think if I'm actually going to do Zircon strats here. Probably should do Zircon strats, so I think around 6,800 I should be fine. Zircon strats will let me get through Forgotten Tower a little bit easier, because Alice is still a little on the weaker side right now. Need a Bubsy runner. Cab, you should just totally run Bubsy. What is stopping you from running Bubsy? And don't say me, because I'm not telling you not to. I run Al, for crying out loud. I'm never gonna tell you... Oh, okay, I see how it is. You'd say, oh, we should have a Bubsy runner that don't want to just go out and do it. Okay, I see how it is. You are so gonna get trolled later, by the way. Your sanity. What about our sanity? What about our entertainment? Is that not important to you, Commodore? Alright, 64, that is more than enough, I believe, at this point, especially since I do have a few dungeons to do. So we're gonna go here, and we're gonna go ahead and buy Zircon armor. And we're gonna go one more time back to Caminite. Die, Scorpions. You don't belong in this world. Just rock them like a hurricane. Oh, yeah. You heard me. So, I need to buy 2 flashes. And I'm gonna buy 5 transits. I think that's more than enough, but we shall see. Alright, so one of the first optional dungeons we're going to is over here. I really don't want to fight you. You're gonna force me to fight you, aren't you? Yeah, whatever. You know, sometimes spooters. Alright, so let's go ahead and give Alice that Zircon armor, and as I realize I forgot to use a flash. Eric, flash first. We kinda need to see where the key what the hole is for the key. Always have a light. So this is the Isla Cave. There's nothing really here, but it is required for all dungeons. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, and continue. So the key to this dungeon is actually getting the Iron Fang, which is the only reason to come into this dungeon. It is a weapon from Meow, but it's significantly weaker than his Silver Tusk. I call it Silver Tusk because Phantasy Star 4. We take these fights. I did forget to buy a few burgers. I meant to do that. You know what? We're just going to go to Forgotten Tower and save scum it because that's how I am. Yes, you did wake up for Phantasy Star. That is very important, that you just woke up. Skeleton's easy. And we just finished Isla Tower. So let's flute out. And now we're going to make another detour. We're supposed to go straight south, Airy. I know it's tough, Airy, to do anything straight, but you need to go straight south. So this is Drasgow. The only thing in here that we need is a gas shield. The gas shield is an item that we are we're only gonna need it once. And that is so we can actually get the mirror shield. It's 1,000, we'll sell it later. What am I doing? I can flute out of here. And now we're coming to probably one of the more dangerous parts of this run, and that is the Forgotten Tower, which is right up there, if I could ever get to it. I can never remember where it is. Forgotten Tower, which also... Hi, where did you come from, Missing Pixels? Alright, our last flash. I'm going to save it here as well, because we are, again, very underleveled for this dungeon. Hello, jam time. Anyone got some dance emotes, just go for it. And we just pray that we don't run into anything very bad. Area, that's too far. Thank you. This is kind of how I like to see my Forgotten Tower. And I actually you know what? I'll wait. I'll wait! Be a patient, Aerie. That is trapped. Alright. So, this is still very, risky right now. I'm gonna go ahead and heal. One more save. Because again, it's a marathon. Safety first. Nope. Bye. Bye. I said bye. You know, I wasn't gonna say anything, because I knew it was gonna jinx me the moment I did say it. But I was getting really lucky there with the lack of encounters. Forgotten Tower, if you actually get into some counters, can just completely wreck you. I do have extra defense on Alice right now, so it is helpful, but everyone else still has their starting defenses. And it's still a little bit on the dangerous side. But this is one dungeon you actually don't do in any percent. So we're gonna go ahead and save. Fairly good tower walk, though. And now we need to pray a little bit. Oh, Noah's got wind, so that's actually good. Let's hope that it doesn't hit Odin again, else I will reset. Odin does need some levels. Just for sustainability. Wind. Okay, we should be good. There we go. So we got the Laconia sword now, which is Alice's strongest weapon. And that was the entire reason of being there. So the only thing we have left to do right now is, one, find the hovercraft. We are definitely a little bit over on our money situation right now, which is good. It means I don't have to grind out so much later. Let's see. Hovercraft, I need to... I keep forgetting to actually take out the wand, or to equip the wand on Noah, but we'll do that in a second. Item, equip on Noah, and then we're gonna go ahead and equip the short sword on Noah. That way, the wand is right in front. We'll take it. So, the wand is one of the few items in the game that you can actually use, or it's one of the few weapons in the game you actually can use as an item. I believe it's actually the only one. So what happens when you use it is it allows you to run from battle. And the good news about that is that everybody can use the same copy of it. Which is awesome. So if you have one copy, everyone can actually just use it. Alright, so we need a magic lamp here. And we need to buy here a laser shield. And we're just going to go ahead and heal everybody. Spending that hard-earned cash to heal. Who knew? Alrighty. So, the last thing we do need to do in this dungeon is to basically get our pot back. So, laser shield onto Noah. And magic lamp, I don't need to equip. Dungeon key, thank you. So, we're going to this pot dealer now. Save Aerie. And he doesn't want to sell. He actually insists that we bring the cat over there. If we say yes, he automatically kills Meow. And I need a cast wall. He automatically kills Meow and then attacks, so you say no there. That was a little unfortunate, but we got wall up, which means that we should be able to reflect everything that he tosses at us. We just need to make sure we're doing enough damage to keep the wall up anyway. I say keep the wall up, but it's basically what that whole thing is that after like 2 to 3 turns, the wall can actually just disappear, and we don't like that. Alright, so taking a little bit of a detour. Normally this would actually be where you would go to the Caspa Cave and get the Amber Eye, but we're actually going to do that last in here. The one thing we're actually doing right now is we're going to go ahead and get Odin some equipment. Please, Golem, thank you. I don't want to fight you. You're a little... I don't know why I'm saving here, but I think it's because mostly the enemies here are quite dangerous. So that's exactly why we bought the... that's the only reason we bought the gas shield, was to come to this town, pay that guy 400, and then just get out. So we'll be selling that shortly. Hovercraft. All you need to do with that is get over to this lone island and search this spot right here, and we have the Mirror Shield, which is not Odin's strongest shield, but it's the strongest shield we're going to give him. We're going to make a quick detour over here. Hovercraft. I do need to sell some stuff, though, because I am running out of room. No, I don't want to buy anything. Sell. Iron Axe. Iron Sword. Ceramic Sword. Wood Cane. Hovercraft. Leather Armor. Iron Fang. Gas Shield. Don't need that anymore. And the other Ceramic Sword. And we're going to shop here because we also need to get Meow some armor. We'll get Thick Fur, which is basically just a fur coat. Faux fur, we're going to call it, because, you know, I don't see Meow wearing the fur of any other animal. Except maybe Bubsy. You know, that is new headcanon for me. The thick fur is just the skinned fur of Bubsy. Absolutely. It's my headcanon, you can't tell. I forgot to heal, I forgot to heal Noah. I kind of need to heal him. Oh, Aerie. I only had 2 cups of coffee today. That's my excuse. So we're just gonna go back here and heal him. I need Noah to have, max MP. Do that to Alice as well. Alright, I swear we're actually ready now. Yeah, it's, you know... whatever that is, it works. Bubsy fur on a cat. Alright, so... this is at Tajima's cave. We're only here to get Noah some armor now. I believe still currently it's not required, but it's a big help on Noah's sustainability to do this dungeon. I do think at some point, when we're trying, especially to grind for that sub-hour, you see doing that much of the dungeon, and of course the cat gets hurt. It's always the cat, for some reason. Nope, we don't like this fight. We're running. This one's all white. Until, you know, Odin gets tied up. I did not give you permission to blow up on me. We do want to at least keep Noah healed up. Doesn't necessarily need anybody else to right now, but... Noah's going to be pretty important on the fight coming up. Alright, Noah's topped off. We'll take the fight. So you can also see the kind of damage that the Laconia Sword's doing. It's a lot. I'm gonna go ahead and heal. Not that the Gem is a big issue, but we're gonna save anyway, because again, this is a one-on-one fight. We're gonna cast Wind 3 times, and if there's anything left, we're gonna hit with Fire. There we go. So there's the Frayed Mantle, which is which not only allows access to the Esper Mansion in the Phantasy Star 4 randomizer, but it also is Noah's best armor. So we're gonna go ahead and heal one more time. I just realized I had a bunch of transers too, and I still just used Fly. Alright, so I still do need a little bit of money, but we're gonna do that after this cave. So we're back here, we were here earlier, and now we're back. That's why we say we're back. So, the only other reason to be in this cave is to get an item called the Amber Eye, and to do that we need to fight a black dragon. Again, we're taking whatever fights we can. Alleviates the grinding every so little bit. Alright, so Fire is actually still going to do more damage than just Alice straight out attacking. Dragons have a pretty high defense, and I meant to use Wind. That's what Turbo does. Let's go ahead and heal Odin. I kind of want everybody to survive. Yeah, we'll just have everyone attack at that point. Alright, there's Black Dragon down. And the Amber Eye, which we will need for later. What? I'm going after the guard mail. So the Amber Eye in the Phantasy Star 4 randomizer is an item I added into to it, so you can trade for like the highest level armor. I'm actually gonna go ahead and save. So we still need a little bit of money, so we're gonna do a small sandworm grind here. If the sandworms ever want to show up. Hi. Thank you. So, another good reason to have the Laconia Sword is because it does help with grinding sandworms. Sandworms end up being pretty squishy. You know, whoever thought worms would be squishy? And we're gonna kind of just burn off the rest of Noah's fire as well. Just to save a little bit of time. So the goal here is about 12,000. So another triple should be fine. You know, sandworms. Any day now. Any day. Thank you. And there we go. A little short. I'm gonna take one more fight. Yeah, that wasn't quite the fight I was hoping for. But that should... Yes, no. I'll take it one more. You know, I would like multiples, though. This'll do. This'll do just fine. I'm done talking to that guy. He's money at this point. Alright, and just heal everybody up. Alright, so 12... Actually, 12 may be a little... excuse me. 12 may be a little short now that I think of it, but probably should have ground up to at least 15. That's fine. I just need to get to some other encounters. That would be lovely. we're gonna go here, and the one thing we're gonna get here is a glove, and which is actually Meow's only shield that he can wear, but is a really big defense boost on him. Yes, we take this one. So I do need to get 12,000 before I get to the Ice Digger. So technically I probably should have been grinding a little bit more on the sandworms, but this is fine. We're just going to take any fight that we come across. Including these ones. I hate the spear traps. I hate the explosive ones more, though. The spear traps just target one random party member and deal 25% of its current health as damage to it. Explosive traps, similar, but they do it to everybody, so everybody takes 25% of their health. Executors. Also, can I just shout out to the greatest sound effect in this game, and that's the laser gun sound effect? Alright, I'm gonna save. Actually, I'm gonna heal first. And I'm gonna save because we're coming on the White Dragon Cave, and the White Dragon Cave is short. And, okay, we didn't run into a White Dragon. This is fine. So I'm gonna still need a couple more fights. So hopefully I can get into some good ones coming up. Otherwise, I'm gonna grind outside. Yeah, I'm just gonna grind right here. This is actually a really good fight. So, all things considered, there's only 2 pieces of equipment really that we're gonna buy, or excuse me, that we're gonna get. The Laconia armor for, excuse me, 3 pieces now that I consider thinking about it. There we go, we're good. We're gonna get the Laconia armor for Odin, and we're gonna get the Laconia shield for Alice, and we're also gonna buy the diamond armor later, before we take on Falls. Yeah, you're not wrong. It does kind of sound like booting up a Master System, doesn't it? Is there anything I can actually sell? White Mantle for like 39. Amber Eye, Flash. We'll go ahead and take out the Flash. And that should be it. Alright, so the reason we're actually here is we're buying an Ice Digger. We don't need it a lot, but we do need it for a few things anyway. Heal up, because we do have a bit of a trek in front of us. Sometimes Turbo just wants to run. Alright, so we still do need a few levels. I think we need at least one more level on Noah. Our goal right now is to get Noah to learn the Thunder ability. And the Thunder ability is a very important spell to have. Especially against Falls. It's like the only instance where it's going to be used. But it's a very important spell to have. Used to be we would go with Wind strats against Falls, but Thunder strats have proved more reliable. Alright. And now, if we thought we had the zoomies before, let's go. Uncontrollable zoomies. So we still do need money, which, I mean, who doesn't in this day and age? Alright, yes, we intend some mischief. So, this is the Garon Morgue. Nothing really special about it. The only monsters here are zombies, which, when you're doing a true hundo run, this is actually really good. There is a trapped floor here, though, which Meow does need to disarm. But once you get there, there's Laconia armor. So now Odin is fully equipped. And at this point, we're gonna get the zoomies again. Yes, exactly. I do love that that emote of so far. That's a really good one. So, we're gonna take... please run. Ow. Stop hitting me. Alright, and this is one instance where we're just gonna have everybody use a wand. We don't like mammoths. They take forever to kill. They're required in True Hundo, though. But yeah, they just take forever to kill, and they hit really hard. So this is a very small cave here, but it is required for one of the items that we need to finish the game. Single Titan, we're good? Gonna try and conserve a little bit of magic, but... There we go. So, get the Arrow Prism here. Gonna go ahead and heal Alice, and flute our way out. So, Dozoris only has 2 more spots that we need to go to. I was almost ready to use the hovercraft there. I honestly don't know why. So, I'll take this little cave here. That's just a little tunnel to the left side of the planet. Ice Digger. I'll take a Sphinx fight. So, Sphinx and Vampires, they are good fights. They don't hit very hard. They don't have a lot of HP. They do give pretty good rewards, but the problem with them is they also give flashes, which means you kind of have to empty your inventory a bit after you fight both of them. Excuse me, can I get through? Thank you. Alright, don't listen to this guy. He says take a left. If you take a left, you're actually going to fall into a pit. That the only way out is to either use exit or a flute. And if you have neither, you softlock yourself. GG game. You can't even give us an ALF book? So, most of this dungeon's pretty straightforward. We'll take this one. You don't have it yet. I think you need one more level. I can never remember how much I need on him. By that, there's another pretty straightforward dungeon. I would say this is another one that's not required, but the mitigation that this item gives Alice is actually really good. Or you could just give it to Odin, but I think even in my PB, I still give it to Alice and I get the Mirror Shield even for any percent. And it's a little bit slower that way, which is probably why my run kind of sucks compared to other people's. But, you know, I don't complain. No, I don't want this fight. Very short walk to, I should have given a warning. This is Virtual Boy Tower. Doesn't this just want to make you play the Virtual Boy? At least we get jam time. So, the goal for the last bit is to get Noah to his next level, which will allow him to learn Thunder, as well as, excuse us, I need at least 9,000 Meseta, because I could sell the Ice Digger for 6. This is long before Virtual Boy came out. This is true. Never want to play Virtual Boy as long as you have Phantasy Star. Got it. Eri, you're going this way. Thank you. So yeah, kind of end goal for money is about 9,000, give or take a little bit. I do need to buy some food. But I don't like this fight. That is not a fight I want to take. And thankfully, Corona Tower is a fairly simple dungeon to get through. We will take this one though. Never had migraines until the Virtual Boy came out. I know, it created migraines for the entire world. Yeah, I kind of do have that regret as well. of not buying a Virtual Boy when it was discounted. Then again, I was a kid, so I didn't have it. My ex-girlfriend does have one. That's actually how I got my Atari as well, was through her. But I kind of wanted to give it a try when I was with her, but just never had an opportunity. Because I hadn't played the Virtual Boy since I was a kid. So the last thing we actually have here, I almost used the flute. Dungeon key, please. Thank you. That would have been fun. So the amber eye that we have, we trade for the Eclipse Torch, and we are flying free. And a cure. And actually, no, we walk because we would need to get out of the Ice Digger anyway. They don't want you riding the Ice Digger on the way back, evidently. So there's only one thing left to do on this planet before we actually never have to even come back. And that is to evidently drive like a mad person. Alright, we did not get a white dragon sighting. I am okay with that. Take this one. Alright. So, the only reason we needed that torch was to come here, we use the torch, and we get these nuts. Can't really complain about that. We are big fans of these nuts here. Yes, I'm 40. I'm nearly 40, and I use a D's nuts joke. Let's get over it. All right, so there is one more optional dungeon we do need to hit that we don't hit in any percent, but we do need to hit it here, and that is Medusa's Tower. We'll take it. Serpents aren't nearly as scary anymore. All right, now let's see if I actually remember how to get through this dungeon. Because this one always, like, confuses me. As I take a sneak peek over at the, over at the map. Alright, there, and... no, down. Thank you. Yeah, I'm cheating, I'm looking at maps. So sue me, it's a speedrun. We do want to run from this one, though. So, Marauders and Magicians are two of the enemies we want to wand away from. They cast Thunder, and it deals anywhere between 30 and 40 damage to everybody in the party. So, ideally, we don't want to come across them. Also, it is muggy today. I am sweating, I don't like it. Maybe I shouldn't have worn my cool Trans Pride jersey. It's funny because if I have like boob gap here, it actually just says prude instead of proud. I just laugh at it. Alright. So, there's that hidden door off to the right. You can kind of see where it was. Never knew that was there until I got this game on the Switch. I think this is the way. No, it's not. What am I doing? Be careful of traps, yes. Absolutely. That shows how rusty I'm in this category as well. It's like I know pretty much every other dungeon, but... Not this one. Every other dungeon, but Medusa's Tower always throws me off. Horsemen do cast fire, but they are fairly easy to kill. There we go. Just give me money. And they also have flashes. Okay, that's a lesson learned today. They also carry flashes. Don't fight them if you can help it. This is not the way I wanted to go. You know what? I'll take a spike tile, though. I always get these two doors mixed up, too. Oh, well. We don't like the cops here. This is the one I'm supposed to take, though. Alright, so... Say hi to Medusa. So if you don't have the mirror shield, anytime she attacks, you actually will turn the target to stone. So it's very risky to go without the mirror shield, but if you have the mirror shield, it is a free fight. So at this point, we've actually satisfied all the conditions of all dungeons. Now we can actually just finish the dungeon, or the game itself. But we do have to make one more stop, and we still do need to get Noah his level, so that's why we're taking even these seemingly worthless fights. Odin got his, we just need Noah to get one more. Board a hovercraft just to onboard it. Alright, so we're gonna take one more trip to Kamini. Do need to sell some stuff. I only need one more transer. So I did happen to overbuy them a little bit. Let's see. We actually don't need the Laconia axe. Don't need the iron armor. Ice digger we can sell. So we got more than enough money now. It's just we now need to just get Noah at his level, which he was a little. Noah was a little underleveled anyway, because I do feel like we had extra levels before we even got him. And the last thing we need to do is we need to pick up our DoorDash delivery. So we're just stocking up on burgers. Burgers heal 40 HP, colas heal 10. So burgers are, of course, the optimal choice. Speaking of burgers, hey, Queen, do you want to get lunch after, do you want to get our dinner later, I should say? Open. We've been talking about Silver Street for a while. If you're still there, please tell me you want burgers, because I kind of could go for a burger right now. After, of course, Phantasy Star 4, because I will be on commentatory for that. Alright, so we actually say no to this robot cop, which is where I kind of failed last time. Yeah, why don't we do that? Silver Street Tavern in Waterville actually has a really good burger. Okay, Noah is at his level, so this is why I don't open chests at this point. That's not what I want. Status. And yep, he's got Thunder. So everyone is actually covered now. I don't really need to take any more fights, but I still will take some simple ones for some extra levels. Gonna use the hovercraft on the lava. Yeah, absolutely. The game loves to cooperate on me sometimes. I did not mean to do that. Alright, so I guess Noah's getting the burger. Casting open. This is actually not where I wanted to save. Let me actually get through the door, then save. So this is Bayamale. This is the third to last dungeon. We actually do need to make 2 trips in here. But we pretty much can run from everything at this point. Everyone is at the level they need to be at. The only reason I would take some simple fights would be, again, just to get a little extra experience and some extra levels. Walk backwards here until this tile. Turn around. That chest is completely empty and trapped. Alright. Yes. 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 No. No. And we get the crystal. Cannot beat the game without that item, too. That is... In lore, it's supposed to reduce the amount of damage that Lassic does to us. But... yeah, you actually... I think you get one shot if you don't have it. Running... So there's only one other item to get, and we do have a full inventory. We're keeping a full inventory now on purpose, so I'm trying not to... I'm actually trying not to use any items, and I'll show you why in a minute. And it is actually... it's a slight menu... it's a slight menu bonus to have a full inventory at this point. So there is a chest over here. You take this fight. I'm also trying to conserve what magic I have, especially from Meow. And Noah as well. But once we get this item up ahead, Meow gets an extra level. That's good. I don't know why I'm opening that. Alright, so this chest is actually trapped, but it has the miracle key. Even though we do have a full inventory, we can actually drop the passport, because the passport's useless. The miracle key will be put into the passport slot, meaning that we can access it much quicker than having to go through the entire menu to find it. And that's the only reason of having a full inventory and keeping that passport, because you can sell the passport for 50 Meseta, and you'll be fine. But keeping it there at least lets you... this way. Yeah, this dungeon is very confusing. I'm just trying not to get myself too lost. Running. Please don't attack my cat. It's just more or less a matter of me figuring out which way... Wyvern, I don't want to fight you. That is not where I wanted to go. I wanted the first one. I knew it! But yeah, so Miracle Key is pretty much at the top of the inventory right now, and it's a lot easier to grab than having to go through the entire thing. Miracle Key will will let you open any lock, including magical locks, which is great because we don't want Noah using any more magic. We kind of need him to save his magic for bosses. That was not a smart move on my part to not walk backwards there. Run, thank you. We're actually almost to the end of this dungeon. This Bay of Male is the longest dungeon in the game. No, Eri, this way, thank you. And Meow needs to use one more spell. Almost use Exit. That would have been not cool. Thankfully, this top floor actually does not have any encounters. So we are very happy about that. So here's the top. I'm gonna just go ahead and use a couple burgers. I know we're eating our DoorDash. We're eating our DoorDash order here. Let's see. So at this point, we go ahead. I'm gonna actually save real quick because the next three bosses can actually be a problem. So we got to use the prism. What the prism does, much like in the Phantasy Star 4 randomizer, reveals the air castle. And then we have these nuts. We give these nuts to the cat, and it grows wings. So, Laro, hi. If I give you nuts, are you going to grow wings? No, you're just going to lick yourself. Got it! Got it. The cat's just going to lick herself. So, we hope for no cures here. There's one. Gold Dragon can cure himself. I'm going to cast Fire. Noah! Oh my god. There's 2 cures. So, 3 cures. 4 cures. I may have to reset this fight, because I'm going through a lot of resources to try and kill him. Also, if Meow dies here, we're fine. If Meow dies, the entire party dies. Because, hey, we're kind of riding on the back of this cat. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and use a burger. We're saving. So this is the air castle. We'll be seeing this dungeon later. Maybe. Depends on if Cap's going to be nice to us or not and actually show us the full game. I'm pretty sure Commodore Canada is hoping for no air castle. So we go counterclockwise on the way down and clockwise on the way up. That's how I remember this dungeon. Good luck on the encounters right now, though, but... And of course, every time I say it, I get an encounter. Eri, you should have known better. Alright, so we have a shadow here. We're just gonna mash through it. Again, trying to save as much magic as we can. I believe I have 2... I actually do have 3 casts to win, so as long as I got 3 casts to win, I should be able to manage my resources better against Lassic. Come on, thank you. Taking way too many fights, but again, playing it safe. Yeah, whatever. Not taking the chest, though. I want the experience. Alright, clockwise on the way up. Basically, as long as the right side of the map looks exactly like the left side, you're going in the right direction. Yeah, this they redid this dungeon entirely for Phantasy Star 4. This part of it's actually, as everybody who knows the series anyway, is the same as the Phantasy Star 4 lower parts of the Air Castle anyway. No, we don't like cops here. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and eat Lassic's DoorDash order. He forgot to tip. So, I hope I have enough burgers. 3. Oh, this might be a little scary. Need to keep Odin alive. Alright, we're gonna save here, because Lassic can just sometimes say no. So here's King Lassic, the reason we're playing this game. And this is very much a DPS race. Much like the Phantasy Star 4 version, this is a full DPS race. And that is really bad rolls. Okay, it's fine. The most important person to keep alive right now is actually Odin. However, okay, we should be fine. We may have a couple deaths, but... fire. Keep Odin alive, and... fire. Okay. We should be fine. Whew, that was close. And Odin's the only one that lives. Yep, Thunder Halberd. All day, every day. I thought for a second I forgot to buy, but I forgot to keep one trans there. I was scared myself for a minute. Gotta revive everybody. And now we're on to the final stretch of the game, but first, we need to stock up on burgers again. So we are coming up on the final dungeon of the game, and as fun as this run has been, I have not played well, so I apologize to everyone who expected Ari to actually have a good game today. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. F-I-N-E-E. Fine. Hovercraft. So, we do need to make our way back to Passio, because, hey, the governor wants to see us. I don't know why I'm taking this fight. Again, experience? Who knows? Controller, please. Thank you. Nope. Wow. D-pad? Why do I always have D-pad issues, like at the worst possible time? And I forgot. There is one more thing I need to do. First of all, I need to actually drop the magic lamp. And make room for the diamond armor. I knew I forgot to do something. So the diamond armor is Alice's strongest armor, and it's going to pay off dividends when it comes to tanking falls shots. Yeah, I feel like the more you use it, the more broken it's going to get. Oh, also the governor's not there anymore. First floor has nothing in it, but this is the final dungeon of the game. Very straightforward. Nothing really that's going to give you some issues. I will save, though, because what can give you issues are some of the enemies, and we want to keep as much healing as we can for the final boss. We also don't want to use magic. Another reason we pick up the Miracle Key as well, so that we don't need to use it. Use Noah's Open. Please let me run. That's not very nice. You know, I remember the Titans, but I don't remember the Giants. Also, sorry, Queen. I'm not a Giants fan. I'm sorry you are, but I guess it's better than being a Cowboys fan these days. God, these Giants are just all over me. I am not liking where my HP value is right now. This isn't the edge. It's bad enough still, Cap. Hi, Laurel. Yes, I know. We're almost done with the game. That means I can give you pets. One more. There we go. Alright, so this is the place where we're going to go ahead and burger up. I'm going to cap everybody off because... Except Alice. I don't need to cap Alice off. But I do want to cap everybody else off. Alright, here's Dark Falls. So, unlike every other enemy in the game, there's actually no HP indicator here. That's because there's actually 2 Dark Falls stacked on top of each other, which is why he has 2 attacks. And this is the sole reason we are actually using Thunder, is because Thunder and the laser gun actually target the first iteration of Dark Falls, whereas both Fire and Wind can spread the damage. We're going to go ahead and heal. You're going to cure. So we want to burn off Noah's Thunder charges. He gets enough for 3. At which case he becomes pretty... I wouldn't say useless, but he can't use it again. So actually I'm just going to go ahead and use Wind, because Wind does hit harder than Fire. I'm going to go ahead and use a Burger. I'm going to go ahead and Cure. And at this point, the only thing Noah can do is just use Burgers and attack. So, ooh, this is actually really ugly right now. No, we're going to go ahead and heal. You're going to cure yourself, attack, and hope that Noah gets hit. Ooh, that was scary. Let's go ahead and fire, cure. I'm going to actually have Odin use that. So we want Noah to get hit right now. Yes, just like that. Noah can't do anything except heal. And unfortunately, we're actually at a very unfortunate spot where Fall still has both of his attacks right now. Okay, he's actually down to 1, so that means we can kind of lay him out. If Meow goes down, it's fine. We just need to DPS him at this point. You can only attack. Attack. Everyone just attack, I guess. We still do kind of need to keep Odin alive. So, you can attack anybody else, don't hit Odin. Down to my last burger. Yeah. Now all we can do is attack. There we go. So time's coming up here in a minute. Or excuse me, in a moment. And... time. Whew. Yeah, Falls didn't like me. At least I only had the one. Actually, no one died to him, but I didn't have to restart. But yeah, that's Phantasy Star for the Nintendo Switch. The Switch port of the Master System version. If anyone has never played this game, this is the version to play. I think it's on Switch for like $8 or something like that. It goes on sale constantly as well. But that's going to do it for me. I will be back for the Phantasy Star 4 run. I do need a little bit of food in me, though. But yeah, shout-outs to everyone in the Phantasy Star community. Shout-outs to the SegaCrew. It's been great doing all these runs for the event. I kind of submitted with like 2 hours left on these submissions, so... but yeah, that will do it for me, so I'll be chatting with you.